and I'm beat.
What is up, guys and girls, now probably guys, and welcome back to a brand new video of the F1 Noob Journey. And boy, is it a good one. It's Canada, 50% race, full wet start going on to intermediates, and then a dry, oh god, formation lap has been absolute carnage. But no, this is going to be a great video. Why? We get a fairly decent result, as you will see at the end of the video. And also, about a few hours ago I had a wisdom tooth pull, and I'm still a bit high on meds, I think. So if you're like, what is he on about? Blame the meds. But no, just joking. But I am a bit fuzzy wizzy. But I had to get the video out in time. But yeah, as you can see, we're on the formation lap around Canada. 50% race. First time this season we've done a 50% race, and obviously it had to be Canada. It was a horrible Canadian Grand Prix for me last season, where I DNF'd after just 2 corners. I got taken out into turn 2, and that was also the first 50% race we did. So you can see why I'm a bit nervous. But yeah, we start in P18. As you can see, Corsa in the Mercedes is in P21. It's because we've done, I think it was reverse grid or random grid. I can't remember. I think it was reverse grid with a with the Mercedes all the way at the back, then Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull. That's factual and Paula and Corsa. Completely forget there's a corner there. But yeah, I will try to make this commentary as interesting as possible. I have to be honest, not everything in the video was as interesting, because the race had a lot of moments, like 5 to 10 laps where literally nothing at all happened. But yeah, as you can see, we're reforming the grid for the race start. 50% race, full wet, going on to intermediates, and then a dry spell, like I think it's to end the race. But yeah, Canadian Grand Prix, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, it's time for the race. Right, welcome back to race day here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Canada. 5 red lights, quite a long hold, and away we go. Full wet start. Let's see if we can make it into turn 1 and 2 without any carnage. As my teammate gets a better start, there goes the rest of this, and we've been blown up. I idiot noob child. I had a Corsa's POV afterwards. He just completely lost the backhand. Nothing he could have, well, I don't know, maybe don't floor the throttle, but I mean, racing incident. But I am in stone dead last. Not the place I want to be around the track. I don't really like, but to be fair, that I mean, I avoided turn 1 and turn 2, which was a carnage for me last season, so there's something. But do we have some overtaking to do? There's no way I can come home in P19. Very scrappy start. But let's see if we can find some people and overtake them in the first 5 laps before the field spreads out. As you can see, there's carnage there. Factual Impala has lost it, so that's 1 position up to P18. Next up we have Alex Degu, and I don't know who else that is. Alex Degu in the Ferrari, and it's Charlie 0412 back in 17th. That's not great from him. Probably had an incident somewhere. No, Jeff, I don't want to change strategy, as Alex Degu runs wide and goes into that corner backward. Ooh, Charlie clips him. And we overtake Gods Among Us in the process as well. Charlie clipped him, and the car just goes just in time as we evasive maneuver on my teammate Ben 665. So that's already P15 with Charlie still ahead of us, and I don't know who's that ahead of. Oh, as my teammate just retired. Unlucky, no points for him, and fewer points, or well, who knows, maybe even no points for Red Bull Racing today, as we have a safety car. End of lap 1, safety car has been deployed. Yeah, piss off with your deltas. Right, we cut forward to lap 4 now. Safety car is coming in, but it was drying up a little bit. As you can see, there's a racing line. So I think almost everyone's going to come in for intermediates, as Bridgie was going really. Bridgie was already on the intermediates. Right, let's see if we can go into the pitch without hitting anyone. We brake beautifully. And it's time for the inters. Everyone ahead of me is going on the inters. Everyone behind me is either already on the inters or is going on to them. And as you can see, I have a 5-second stop-go penalty for I overtook Jamie I think it was Jamie, I'm not sure. Jamie or Charlie, I can't remember. I overtook him on during safety car because we're going ridiculously slow. And then I was like, right, overtake me back, but they couldn't hear me because I had my mic muted. Whoops. And he stayed behind because he got the same thing, like, you know, don't overtake or you'll get a penalty. So we both didn't. I overtook him when I shouldn't, and he didn't want to overtake when he should have. So yeah, I had a 5-second stop-go penalty. But here we go now. Coming up to the end of lap 5, we are under racing conditions again. We got Morgs ahead of us in 11th, and the Rutsters in the Mercedes as Morgs. Ooh, barely makes that corner. We got the Rutsters, Corsa's teammate, in the other Mercedes, right behind us. Let's see if we can put some pressure on Morgs and make a gap to. Oh, Morgs has spun. I don't know if he goes, but we steer around him. It only just puts us up to P11 with the Rutsters behind us, and Reese Spawn 28 ahead of us. Not a great weekend for the Sauber boys. They had they started in first, but they had a lot of what was it, drive-through penalties. So that kind of ruined their race a little bit. But yeah, let's see if we can gap ahead 2.4 seconds. Let's see if we. Ooh, as we lose the back end. Let's see if we can close the gap. We're one lap further now. Let's see what the gap is. Right, 2.4 seconds. Identical, as we got Morgs behind us now, who overtook the Rutsters after spinning out. Morgs has a lot more pace than I do, but he's not as consistent as you will see as Idiot McNoob. So does he move out of the way? Yes, he does. Well, not really, but fair enough. We got Morgs behind us. Alex Degger in the wall ahead of us, who luckily stays to the right. Will Morgs attempt to move? You can see by the proximity arrows, I'll brake a lot earlier. Here comes Morgs on the inside. We're side by side going through this corner. Now the right hander, I'm on the inside, and I don't get as much traction as I wish I would. And Morgs goes completely to the right. Will I overtake him? Like, brake just before the Pirelli sign. Yellow flags. There's Morgs, and he's ahead of me. But let's see. Oh, we get a lot better traction than Morgs. Morgs loses it a bit. Let's see if we can take this move, as there's a back marker ahead of us. Who is that back marker? It's Gods Among Us, but he moves out of the way beautifully as Morgs has spun. Morgs spins again as we come ridiculously close to Gods Among Us. My fault there. But yeah, let's see if we can make a gap to Morgs now, because that's the second time he's made a mistake. But I really have to capitalize on it now and create a gap, as there's a yellow flag ahead. Another safety car. We're on lap 11 now, so we're doing 3 to 4 laps ahead. But as you can see, it's really drying up. I mean, it's nearly, I think it's time for dries. So we're going to come into the pits as we're in P4 at the moment. People around me already on the softs, but we're still on safety car conditions. So I'm going to come in for a set of, I think, soft tires. Yeah, set of softs, and 24 laps till the end. I'm pretty sure we can do that. 1.75 is the pit stop. That's ridiculously quick. But right, here we go. Time for our stint on the softs. As Alex Degu, I have no idea what he's doing there, but we're side by side through the first, well, turn 2 it is actually. We're behind Jamie 183. We got Morgs behind us once again. He pitted a bit earlier than I did. He pitted on the perfect moment, whereas I pitted a bit too late. But DRS is enabled again now. And who just dove into the pit? Oh, I can't remember. I think it's Pepsi. Oh yeah, Pepsi. He's going onto a set of ultras, I think. As we got Morgs next to us, and he completely flies past us. We got Jamie ahead of that, and then we got, I think it's Reese. But let's see, can we get Morgs on the traction? It is dry wet. I am more consistent in the wet than him in the dries, but I think he's quicker than me. Did I say dries? I meant on the intermediates, but he is faster than me on the dries. He is putting pressure on Jamie. A lot of pressure on Jamie, as the Rutsters just retired. Let's see if we can hang on to back. Oh no, that's Parabolica according to. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. Oh no, that's Rascas. Fucking hell. Yeah, for those. Ooh, as Morgs has gone wide again. Hold on, I'll get back to Corsa in a minute. Can we? Yes. Ooh, as he completely loses the back end again, Morgs, and we're up into P3 with Jamie ahead of us, and then respawn in first place. But yeah, what I was gonna say, the video from Monaco that Coles released, he called them Rascas Parabolica, and I just called Rascas Tabac, and then I called Tabac Parabolica, so I'm not much better than that, but yeah. Anyway, here we go, lap 14, coming up to the final chicane. We got Morgs behind us again, and respawn in second, so that means Jamie has just made a move for P1. Lap 15 at the moment, Jamie sets fastest lap after fastest lap. Not much I could do about it, as we're now in second with Morgs right behind us. Great race from him, and we are battling quite hard. As you can see through this corner, oh, as I lose the back end, he's going to be all over the back of me again. He's going to attempt to move through the outside. Yes, he will, but I brake a bit earlier and I move to the inside. Then back to the outside. I'll leave him space, but I've got a lot more traction as he ran a bit wide. There's a yellow flag ahead. Will he attempt a dive bomb? No, he won't. As Alex David moves out of the way beautifully once again. Well done to the back markers, honestly. You understand blue flags a lot more now than you did in the first 5 races. As Jake Corrigan has left the session. But we've got Morgs behind us. I think he's got DRS as well, so he's going to attempt to move down the straight. Has he got? Yes, he has got DRS. Do I brake a bit earlier? Yes, I do. I brake earlier than Morgs as he runs. That's got to be a corner cut, and then he loses the traction. So we're going to take it around the outside on the straight. What a move! I thought, but nope. As he moves right back ahead of us. Unlucky there. Switch back to second. See if I can get him on the traction into this corner. I realise he sometimes left the door open, but I think that might be it. I think Morgs might be ahead of us now. Oh no, never mind. As he runs really wide, we take that chicane beautifully. As he loses the back end again, and ooh, between Morgs and the wall, but we have made the overtake. We're back into P2. Great. Oh, I felt great overtaking him, and for like the 3rd or 4th time, and I really hoped I could make it last this time. As we cut forward to lap 32, literally between lap 19 and 32, nothing happened. Now I've got Pepsi Max behind us, who pitted on the Ultra Soft and who has got a ridiculous amount of pace. I decided not to ruin my race, or his, and decided to battle just for a little bit, like through this corner, see what I could do. I lock up a bit. He's got a lot more traction on those Ultra Softs, and that's Pepsi Max gone. But I mean, I know he's faster than me. He's our Championship League leader. There's no need for me to battle him. If I can tag on to the back of him and maybe set my personal best lap, that would be nice. But other than that, I mean, he's got brand new Ultra Softs. I got old softs. Only 3 laps remaining, and I'm in P3 anyway. We do have DRS because of him, so that's gonna help us increase a lead over Morgs. As we brake a bit early for that chicane, but meh. I mean, at least we don't get a corner cut. We still have DRS. What's the gap already? I think it's already 4 or 5 seconds. Oh, only 1.7, and then 15 second gap to Morgs. So I think you could say P3 is safe. But as you see on the bottom of the screen, Jamie183 has left the session. He disconnected. He was our leader, but he will join back, and then the weirdest thing will happen. As we are in P3, I think Morgs is 20 seconds down the road. We still have another back marker there, but Pepsi Max is P2. But he is going to get P1 momentarily. See, as Jamie183, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, he joins back. And any minute now. Tyre wasn't that bad, and just letting you enjoy how well I manage my tyres. Oh, that's cornered up, but no, it doesn't count. As you can see at this moment, Jamie183 is still in first, and then there's a yellow flag, and Jamie183 has been disqualified for not being on the proper tyre. It was a wet start. Codemasters, sort your shit out. But I can already say, like afterwards, we talked about it, that Jamie183 has been given the race win as he was miles ahead. So that means Pepsi Max will be second instead of first, and if I can stay in this position, I will finish third. But still half a lap to go with yellow flags, back markers all over the place. But it is our final lap around the Canadian Grand Prix. 35 laps, 50% race. The first 50% race of the season, and it's gone a lot better than last season. Last season we only managed to do 2 corners of Canada. This time we managed to do 35 laps, well 34 and 75%. Only the last sector to go. One more time the final hairpin as we lock up. I think that was the first time we locked up there. But yes, here we go, the straight, and then just one more chicane to go, as we got another yellow flag ahead of us. But this is it, the final stretch. Put it up into 8th, brake early, final chicane, don't hit the wall of champions, but we're gonna come across the line in P2, but it's gonna, I mean, Jamie 183 has been given the win, so it's gonna be P3, back-to-back podiums on the fucking Noob Journey. Yeah, Max, I know you're happy, so am I. Second and third, 2 weeks apart, I mean, the 1 week, second, the week after third, wow, great English there. But as you can see, Pepsi Max has been given the win here, but we put Jamie 183 in first, Pepsi Max second, myself third, Morgs in fourth, Cause in fifth, great result for him, Charlie 0412, Factual Impala in seventh, Respawn in eighth, Idiot McNoobtard in ninth, and Alex Degu rounds up the top 10 with Embutius in 11th. Oh yeah, no sorry, I didn't see the DNF there, I'm sorry. But yeah, Alex Degu and Idiot McNoobtard and Factual all scoring points. But yeah, that has been the Canadian Grand Prix. What a Grand Prix it has been. I mean, 50% race, not the easiest. But yeah, this has been Average Ken, December here, and I'll see you all next week. Take care, bye bye.